Thanks again for joining us today for the Master of Science in Emergency Management and Homeland Security live Q&A session here at Arkansas Tech University. My name is Caitlin Beard, and I'm the Graduate Admissions Officer here at Tech. And I'm joined with a few people over at the department, and I'm just going to let them introduce themselves, starting out with Dr. Peters.
My name is Dr. Ikong Peters. I'm the Program Director of the EMHS.
Good afternoon. My name is Alyssa Anzac, and I currently reside in North Carolina. I am halfway through my thesis master program at ATU and expect to graduate in the spring of 2021. I am a full-time online student, and prior I have completed my bachelor's in emergency management online with ATU as well. And I currently work as a public health preparedness and response coordinator at the county level, and that is basically liaison with public health, emergency management, state and CDC, as well as a tactical paramedic with the county.
My name is Chris Casey, and I'm from Dardanelle, Arkansas. I actually just graduated from the master's program last week and am preparing to transition into a business continuity internship for a corporate bank on June 1st. Before I graduated, I was a GA in the program as well and assisted in teaching an undergraduate business continuity class.
My name is Maylian Draca Lopez, and I am from Russellville, Arkansas. I am a full-time grad student. I obtained my bachelor's degree in emergency management here at Arkansas Tech, and I'm currently a part-time graduate assistant. As I'm focusing on my education, I would really love to work within the corporate sector of emergency management.
Awesome. So we're going to start out with Dr. Peters, the program director, just giving a little brief overview of the program.
The reason I'm saying scholars and practitioners, because some of our students normally finish and go on to do their PhD program. And apart from that, the reason we also have the scholarship section of it is because research informs practitioners what they are doing in the field. So that's how we organize our program. And our program has 36 hours to complete. Generally, it takes most students 2 years to complete. However, that depends if you are a full-time worker or a full-time student. And we also offer classes in the summer. Generally, those classes in the summer are mainly online. Like this semester, this coming summer, we are going to offer 3 classes. All will be online. Our program is being organized on 3 parts. Depending on what you are interested in, you can do a thesis, or you can do a research practicum, or you can do comprehensive exams. So it all depends on your tests and what you want to do in life after graduation. I've already mentioned that it takes 2 years to complete the course. And I've also said that we offered a summer classes. Our own program is offered on 2 platforms, the face-to-face, also online. So it depends if you want to do the face-to-face or online. Most of the students who live in Russellville or close by, they prefer face-to-face. Take, for example, like the COVID-19, all of us went online. However, we also use WebEx for those classes that were done face-to-face. Like myself, I always use a WebEx for my students who were doing face-to-face, and also use a WebEx for the office hours.
So it sounds like this program's really flexible. Would you students agree?
Absolutely. Throughout my time in the program, I've taken a mix of both online and in-person classes. The online experience for me has been pretty positive, but I'd rather take a face-to-face class because, as Dr. Peters mentioned, I do live close by, and I think that I do better better in those situations. However, taking the online version of the class in this program is not much different. For example, our class that covers different topics in ethics, legal, social, and political matters, I felt that I absorbed just as much information had I been in the face-to-face class. But I did it on my own time. So there was that added benefit. To speak on COVID-19, when that hit, I felt like a lot of us in our program were in a better position than some students because we already knew the expectations of an online class and how it differs in structure. I had the added benefit of taking blended courses as an undergrad as well. So when the university made the call to go online, I felt that we were ready.
That's great. Thanks, Chris. So the next question is, what exactly attracted you guys to the program? What made this program specifically stand out when you were looking at different programs?
The cool thing about emergency management is that the department offers tailored studies that are applicable to a broad career choices. Most of the students that go into our career know that they want to aid people in times of crisis and disaster. With this, some students know ahead of time what career choice they want, others don't. And there are also other students that already have experience in the field and just want that educational facet. Emergency management gives students the choice of going in government level, which they want to work into local, state, or federal level. They can go into public health, nonprofit organizations, or even consulting firms. The best thing about emergency management is that the faculty and staff within our department works one-on-one with the students. And this is to encourage that the student to achieve their personal growth and obtain the personal success that any student is seeking. The department won't ever leave you alone. They will work one-on-one with you to make sure that you are able to get your best experience here at Arkansas Tech.
Well, the next question is that, Mally really talked about, how there's just a wide variety of, students from different backgrounds, perspectives, and things like that. And Alyssa, earlier you mentioned that, you currently are working full time. So can you just provide a little bit more insight on just your experience, working full time, being from out of state, being completely online, and just really how, you've adapted to the program and just the accommodations possibly that the program has made for you?
Yeah, of course. So working in the field where you can respond to disasters at any time, the professors at ATU have gone above and beyond to accommodate my needs. This past semester, for instance, I've been working the COVID-19 response, where sometimes I would be in the EOC working days at a time, and I was offered extensions or additional help if I needed it. As long as you maintain transparency with your professors and put in the effort, they will help you succeed. They have all been readily available via phone or email with any questions or concerns I have or any extensions that I may need.
That's great. So outside of class and outside of work, I know y'all are super busy with your assignments and then work too, and especially just being drenched, in COVID-19, but just on a normal day-to-day, normal as it can be, how can a grad student at Arkansas Tech get involved on campus, outside of class?
I'm glad you asked that question. Our department very much wants to make sure that our students get along with their peers, because we know that in the long run, our peers will become our coworkers, our bosses, and we all in the end have to work together in order to help people, essentially. Um, I can think of 3 ways we can get involved. One is EMSA, Emergency Management Student Association. This is an extracurricular club that we host for graduate and undergraduate students. And what we do is we try to host sort of fundraising events and social events where we can, with all the money that's been fundraised, we can go and volunteer and accumulate volunteer hours and help our local community. Another organization is Epsilon Pi Phi, which is a Greek honor society. Epsilon Pi Phi is hosted for graduate and undergraduates who have a cumulative of 3.25 GPA, I believe. And the best thing about Epsilon Pi Phi is it is nationally recognized. So not only do you get an award at an awards ceremony at the end of the semester, but this also boosts for the possible certified emergency management accreditation in the long run of the emergency manager's career. Lastly, I can think of is the Graduate Student Council. The Graduate Student Council is an organization where uh, ask student we ask for graduate students to come together and think of possible ways that we can improve all of the graduate students at Arkansas Tech, their experience, their academic success. You know, for most people, we definitely want everybody to come in and to get involved. And at least with three simple facets like these, we can achieve that.
Wow, that's great. So one thing you didn't mention was, research. And so if a student who is really interested in research within this program, do they have options to conduct that?
So research options are virtually limitless in this program. One option that I'm personally invested in is working on my thesis, which we work on over the course of the program. And at the end of the program, you'll defend your research in front of a committee. The options, again, are very broad to choose your topic from, but the point is to hone in on a very specific topic within that field of study. For example, my thesis is looking at cybersecurity mitigation efforts of nonprofit organizations in the Little Rock, North Little Rock, and Conway regions. I created a survey that is being distributed to nearly 300 nonprofits in the region, and it assesses each organization's perception of cyber risk, mitigation efforts, and organizational demographics. I hope to complete my research towards the end of this year. And my research has actually entered into and won first place in what we call a graduate symposium, which is basically a chance for students to showcase their research, get feedback, and maybe even win a prize. So
That's awesome. So you talked about, a little bit about, your research and just how that can be applied to the real world. So what all do you guys want to do after you finish? I know, Chris, you've already finished, but maybe for the other students, what exactly do you want to do after you finish and go out into the world and work?
So the bachelor's program from ATU really helped me obtain my current full-time job, but the master's program has really helped me to succeed in my job and during the COVID-19 response. With the bachelor's program, I walked out with classes and FEMA classes that I needed, and I was ahead of everyone else. Those classes were normally classes that you would take after you were hired, and you had to obtain them within 6 months, but I already had them, so I had a heads up. With the master's program, the research and writing has really helped me to write grants and plans. The professors have helped me to improve both my writing and my research, as well as the ATU library is offered online. So I do want to stress that you can easily access it for research purposes if you are fully online. And since I was completely online, I haven't had much change this semester besides the deadlines being extended for the COVID-19 response. But anyway, I hope to utilize this degree to perform better at my current job, as well as obtain a job working in a larger scale, such as the FEMA or CDC. And I'm entertaining the idea of pursuing my doctorate, and I believe this master's program will definitely set me up to succeed for that as well.
Awesome. Maylee or Chris, would y'all like to add anything to this?
I'll share. My undergrad was actually not in emergency management. My undergrad was in political science from another university, and so this program really helped fulfill that call to service, I guess, that I developed from the military, and helped me open up my skill set a little bit. I came into working behind the scenes in politics. I did a lot of risk management as far as image and brand management goes. And so I was kind of trying to find a way into the corporate world in risk management and business continuity, and saw that this program here offered that. And that's what really attracted me to that. And, with the extensive help of my professors and faculty, I was able to land an internship in the career that I wanted, that made me to pursue this program to begin with. So
Great. So If there's not anything that our students want to add, or Dr. Peters, we can really now just talk about the application process. And so if you're interested in applying, or you just want to know a little bit more information about our program, you can go online to our website and look, or you can email Dr. Peters or myself. We're going to drop our emails directly into the chat here on Facebook, so that way you can go directly and just shoot us an email. You know, we'll respond pretty quick with whatever questions y'all may have. If you don't feel comfortable submitting those in the chat now, that we can answer later at the end of this video. And so if you're looking to apply, you'll just go right to our website, atu.edu/grad-college. You can click on Start Application. You'll actually go to a portal called GradCast, and you'll just, you'll sign up for an account. You'll click on Master of Science and Emergency Management and Homeland Security, and then that way you can submit all your documents right in there. Everything will be saved, and then once you have everything uploaded, it'll go right over to Dr. Peters to review, and that will take you to the next steps. And so you can, I'm going to let Dr. Peters kind of go over the exact requirements for the program now, because he knows all of them.
Okay, thank you, Kellen. Generally, when you've submitted all your application documents, what I normally look at is your statement of purpose. I really look at that, particularly your English sentence construction, grammar, and because you are coming into a graduate program, at least you should have the basic knowledge of sentence construction and grammar. After writing your statement of purpose, don't forget to use the word to check your spellings and all that. And I also look at your GPA. If the GPA we are looking for is at least 3 points. However, if you've worked in the field for some time and acquired some practical experience, we can admit you with a 2.75. And we don't require GRE. That's why the statement of purpose is very, very important. We want you to be very good in your writing, because you'll be writing a lot when you come into this program, and you'll be doing a research. You've heard what the students have already said about the program itself and the assignments you'll be doing when you come into the program.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Peters. So if anyone doesn't have any questions right now, or the other panelists don't have anything to add, go ahead and head over to our website, and you can just get a little bit more information if you're ready to apply. Remember that this program actually has rolling admission, and so they're still accepting applicants for the fall semester. And so if you're ready to apply, you can go ahead and start that now. If you have any questions, please email myself or Dr. Peters. Our emails are in the chat now, or you can just go to our website and submit a form for more information. So if that's all that we have today, I just want to thank our panelists for joining us. I want to thank you for joining us and your interest in this great program that we have here at Tech. So have a great afternoon, and I hope to hear from you soon.